Good morning, dear students. I hope that you all are well. Today, we are going to start with our new chapter from Unit 2, that is 2.2, on textbook page number 52, and the name of the lesson is The Three Questions. Now, this lesson is written by Leo Tolstoy. Okay. Now, before starting this lesson, let me give you the introduction and central idea of the lesson. Now, this is a beautiful story written by the world famous Russian writer, and his name is Leo Tolstoy. Now, in this chapter, he is trying to bring out the importance of time, the people in our lives, our action, and most of all the quality of forgiveness. Okay, now this is a story of a king, how he was concerned about his kingdom, and how a king tries to find answer to what he considers the three most important questions of life. Okay, so let us start with the lesson. Leo Tolstoy, 1828-1910, was a Russian writer who is regarded as one of the greatest author of all time. He was a Russian writer and he was the greatest author of all time. He first achieved literary acclaim in his 20s with his semi-autobiographical trilogy Boyhood and Youth. Now, he was the first to achieve what literacy acclaim in his 20s. When he was 20 years old, at that time he had received that literacy award. Okay, with his semi-autobiographical. Now, he has written semi-autobiographical trilogy. And what was that autobiography of? Childhood, Boyhood and Youth. Okay, a parable is a short story with a moral lesson. Now, this is what a parable, short story with a moral lesson. A parable usually has human characters. Now, in parable is one type of story. So what it is said, that in parable there are what? Human characters. This parable concerns a king who wants to find the answer to what he considers to be the three most important questions in life. Now, in this chapter, as I said first only, here a king who wants to find answer, he was trying to find answer. Who? King was trying to find answer that what is the most three important question in life. Okay, so let us start. Once a certain king had an idea. If he always knew the right time to begin everything, if he knew who were the right people to listen to and who to avoid, the most important thing to do, he would never fail in anything that he would undertake, and above all, if he always knew what was the most undertake. Now, the king, he was feeling that I should know the three questions. The first question, if he always knew the right time to begin everything, I must know the right time, when should I begin everything. Okay, if he knew who were the right people to listen to and who to avoid, the most important thing to do. Now, the second, he was thinking that I should know who are the people who will listen to me, and third, who to avoid, the most important thing to do, and who is the most important person, the person to avoid the things to do. He would never fail. He was thinking that if I will get the answer of these questions, I will never fail in my life. Okay, he would never fail in anything that he could undertake, and above all, if he always knew what was the most undertake, since he was convinced that he was right in thinking this way. Now he was convinced. Who? The courtiers convinced. Yes, the king, what you are thinking, that is what? That is right. He had a proclamation made in his kingdom. Proclamation. Proclamation means an official, what we can say, an official, a public or official announcement. Okay, proclamation means a public or official announcement. So he made a announcement in his kingdom. He would give a great reward to anyone who would teach him what the right time was for every action. Now he said, he made an announcement, if any person will tell me that what is the right time was for every action, so he had kept an award. Okay, so who the most necessary people were, he was telling that who is the most important people for us, how he might know the most important thing to do. And third question was how he might know which is the most important thing to do. These were the three questions. Okay, many learned people came to the court, but they all gave different answer. Learned means scholar people. So many scholar people came to the court and they were trying to give this answer for these three questions, but everyone had given what? Different answers. In reply to the first question, some said that to know the right time for every action, one must draw up in advance a table of days, months and years. Now the first question was what to do, what the right time was for every action. So some of the scholars, they said that the right time for every action, we must make a timetable of year, month. They had given their answer like that, what is the right time. Okay, so they said that we have to make an advance timetable or advance plan. Okay, so month and years, and must live strictly according to it, and we should live the life strictly according to that timetable. Okay, others declared that it was impossible to decide beforehand the right time for every action. Some of the scholars said it is impossible. What? It is impossible to decide beforehand. From first only it is impossible to decide what is the right time for every action. But that not letting oneself be absorbed in the idle pastime, one should always attend to all that was going on. Now everyone was thinking that the different answers were coming. The king was totally confused. Okay, so do what was the most essential, and some of the others said that whatever thing comes, whatever work comes, you have to do that work first, which is most essential. Okay, one should always attend to all that was going on and then to do that was most essential. Yet others said that it was impossible for one man to decide correctly the right time for every action. Now one of the person said it is impossible for one man to decide which is the most important time. Okay, and to do the action, so right time for every action, and that the king should instead have a council of wise people. And there was many wise people who were giving their ideas, who would help him to fix the proper time for everything. Now the second question was who would help to fix the proper time for everything. Equally varied were the answer to the second question. Now there was lot of differences. The people who were there, scholar peoples, they were giving all different types of answer. Some said the king most needed were his counselor. Now what they said, that the most important people for the king is who? Counselor. Other the priest. Others said the priest is the most important. Others the doctors. Others said the doctors. While some said the warrior. Some of the scholar people said that most important person is warrior. Were the most necessary. This was the answer for second question. Now to the third question about what was the most important occupation. Now the third question was what is the most important occupation. Now some replied that the most important thing in the world was science. Now some of them replied that the most important in the world was what? Science. Others said it was skill in warfare. Others said that the most important skill is warfare, and other again then it was religious worship. Others said that religious worship is the main occupation. The king was convinced by none of this answer and gave the reward to none. Now king was not convinced by anyone, and he did not give a reward to anyone. Okay, he decided instead to go to a hermit who was widely renowned for his wisdom. Now what he decided? The king decided, instead I should go to hermit. Hermit is a person who has left all his worldly desire and lives in the forest and having a wide knowledge. Okay, he is a very wise person. Okay, who was widely renowned for his wisdom, and he was very well known. Hermit was what? Very well known, very famous for his wisdom. Okay, for his knowledge. The hermit lived in a small hut in a forest which he never left. Now this hermit, he used to live in forest in a small hut, and which he had never left. He spoke only to the common folk. Now this hermit used to talk to only the common people. So the king put on simple clothes and approaching the hermit's cell, dismounted his horse and left his bodyguard behind. Now as the king was knowing that this hermit used to talk only with whom? The common people. So what did the king did? The king wore simple clothes and approaching the hermit, to approach the hermit, dismounted his horse. He has not taken his horse, he has left all his bodyguard behind, and he started walking to meet whom? In the forest, to meet the hermit. When the king arrived, the hermit was digging the ground in front of his hut. Now when the king arrived in the forest near the hut, what the hermit was doing? The hermit was digging the ground in the front of his hut. He greeted the king but went on digging. Now when he saw the king, he greeted him, he said hello, and but he was continuously busy in digging the ground. The hermit was frail and weak, and each time he struck the ground with the spade and turned over a little earth. Now this hermit, the hermit was what? Frail and weak, very weak person, thin. Frail means what? Thin and weak. Okay, he was very weak, and with his spade he was digging the ground. So when he was digging with spade means instrument, okay, where we use for gardening, that is the spade. Okay, and turned over a little earth, he breathed heavily. When he used to dig one spade, he used to take a breathe heavily, means he was totally exhausted. Okay, the king went up to him and said, I have come to you, wise hermit, to ask you the answer 3 questions. Now what did the king said? The king went to the hermit and he said to hermit that I had come to you to ask my 3 questions. How can I learn to do the right thing at right time? Now what are the 3 questions the king is asking to the hermit? How can I learn to do the right thing at right time? Second, who are the people I most needed, and to whom should I therefore pay most attention? This was the 3 questions. And what affairs are the most important and need my first attention? Now these were the 3 questions what he was going to ask to whom? Hermit. Okay. The hermit listened to the king but said nothing. Now hermit was listening to the king but he did not spoke a single word. He just spat on his hand and resumed digging. He was what? He was only digging the ground. Okay. The king watched in silence for a while. Now king was also what? Surprised. I am speaking, but the hermit is not speaking a single word. So king was very surprised. Then, feeling sorry for the hermit, he said, you are tired. Let me take the spade and work a while for you. Now, when the king saw the hermit that he was very frail and weak while he was digging, he was feeling heavy breathing. So king was what? King was very much he was very kind, so he thought that I will help whom? I will help the hermit. So he said to hermit that you are tired, give me a spade and I will work while for you. The hermit silently handed over the spade and sat down on the ground. Now what did the hermit did? Hermit silently hand over the spade to the king and he sit near the king. Okay, sat on the ground near the king. When he had dug 2 beds, the king stopped and repeated his question. Now what did the king did? The king has dug 2 beds, means 2 holes. 2 beds he had dug, and after digging the beds, what did the king said? The king stopped and repeated his question. The king was digging the ground, so he stopped and he again repeated the question to whom? To the hermit. The hermit again gave no answer, but rose, stretched out his hand for the spade and said, now rest a while and let me work a bit. Now hermit again didn't give any that answers for that 3 questions. What he said? He just stretched his hand to the king and said, hand over that spade to me, you rest for some time and I will work little more. Who said this? Hermit said this. Okay, now rest a while and let me work a bit. But the king did not give him the spade and continued to dig. But the king did not give the spade to him, and again king started digging the ground. Okay, 1 hour passed and another. The sun began to sink behind the trees, and the king at last stuck the spade into the ground and said, I came to you, wise one, for an answer to my question. Now 1 hour passed, another hour passed. The sun was going to set now. It was going, see, the sun began to sink behind the trees, and king at last stuck the spade into the ground and said, now the king, what he did? He put the spade into the ground and said to the hermit that, oh wise man, I had come to you for what? To ask my 3 questions answer. King at last stuck the spade into the ground and said, I came to you, wise one, for an answer to my question. If you can give me none, please say so, and I will go home. So what he said to hermit, if you can't answer my question, just tell me that you can't answer, then I will go back to my home. Here comes someone running, said the hermit. Let us see who it is. Now when they were talking at that time, someone was coming there, near to there, and that person was what? Running. Said the hermit. Hermit said to the king, let us see who it is. And hermit said to king, let us see who this man is coming. Okay, the king turned round and saw a bad man come running out of the forest. The man held his hand pressed against his stomach, and blood was flowing from under them. Now when they saw that the king was digging the ground, so he also, when the hermit said that someone is coming running over here, the king turned and he saw that one bad man means having a long beard, he was coming running, and he was what? He was heavily wounded. His hand was near his stomach. He was pressing his stomach. Okay, and the blood was flowing from under them, and the blood was flowing. When he reached the king, he fainted and fell onto the ground, moaning and feebly. Now when that man reached to the king and the hermit, he was what? He was faint, and he fall down on the ground. The king and the hermit unfastened the man's clothing. There was a large wound in his stomach. Now when the king and hermit saw this man, what they did? First they removed his shirt and they saw his stomach. So what they saw on his stomach? The stomach had a large wound. Okay, the king washed it as well as he could and bandaged it with the handkerchief and a towel the hermit had. Now what the king did? The king washed away the wound and he bandaged it with what? Handkerchief and the towel which was of hermit. Okay, towel the hermit had, but the blood would now stop flowing. Now the blood was also stopped, okay, because they had given the first aid. And the king again and again removed the bandage soaked in a warm blood and washed and rebandaged the wound. Now the blood was not stopping. The blood would not stop flowing. The blood was not stopping. So what the king was doing? The king was removing that handkerchief. The warm blood was there. Okay, the fresh warm blood was there. So he was what? He was washing that again, that handkerchief, and putting again that handkerchief on the rebandaging. He was rebandaging the wound. When at last the blood stopped flowing, the man revived and asked for something to drink. When the blood stopped at that time, the man also, he was awake and he was asking that I want something to drink. The king brought some fresh water and gave it to him. Now what did the king did? The king brought fresh water and gave him to drink. I hope you have understood till here. I request you all to read this chapter till here, and we will continue the next part in next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.